Well, how you guys doing? Welcome to mi casa. This is where I reside. This is where I'm going to be giving my speech today and telling you about how I spent 4 hours of my community service. According to the Texas Department of Transportation, littering the great state of Texas can end up with you receiving a fine anywhere from $500 to $2,000. And as a broke college student, I can imagine paying that. And just as a concerned citizen, I wouldn't want to litter anyways. So you shouldn't do it. But how many times, I mean, seriously, how many times have you ever thrown a piece of trash out the window without even thinking about it? I do this sadly all the time. Mostly it just happens. I throw a piece of trash in the back of my truck, and the wind causes an uproar in the back of my truck. It's just no good. But having spent a few hours doing community service, picking up trash on the side of the road, I have a better understanding about the mindlessness of just how much trash ends up on the side of the road. I mean, it's so much. So with that being said, today I'm going to inform you on how on the organization I worked with, um, what I did at the organization and what I learned from the organization. I spent these past few hours working with this organization. It's called Keeping Brazos Beautiful. It's over there by the school by Blinn, just a hop, skip, and a jump away, and really an amazing company to work with and work for. So the way it works and how I got introduced was my youth pastor actually hooked me up with the owner of Keeping Brazos Beautiful told me about this wonderful organization that allows you to just go pick up trash and really get to reflect on the community you're living in. So and according to aggieserve.tamu, in the description of what they do, it says they are centered on educating and building partnerships and volunteer opportunities with citizens, civic organizations, businesses, and governmental agencies to eliminate litter, minimize waste, recycle, and improve our community's appearance with the natural beauty of trees, flowers, landscape, and green spaces. So overall, just an amazing, awesome organization that I got the opportunity to work with. So now I'm going to go over the description of the duties that I performed while at work. And actually, it was super simple. Honestly, the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. Really, I was kind of running the ball late on getting this thing started. And so I called her up and I said, hey, I need to do community service hours. And you mind if I come by today? And she said, yeah, absolutely. So what I did was I went up there and I asked her. She gave me this little bucket with like a picker upper and some trash bags, some gloves. I think there were some safety glasses in there too, and a recycling bin. And she just said I can go wherever I wanted to. And obviously, of course, my option of choice was the only place I'm familiar with in this community, which was Blinn College. So I went back to Blinn College and just spent the next 4 hours picking up trash. I walked all the way around to to the hospital and the older facility, walking around there, picking up trash. I think I got like a blister to prove it. But it was super fun. I enjoyed it. Really, I think the thing that I took away from it most was I didn't realize how much trash was actually on the ground. I mean, I was able to get 5 trash bags full of this stuff, and I still wasn't able to put a dent in it. That's just how much trash is it put up in those those little wooded areas outside of our parking lot. It was just insane about how much trash, and not even, I think I found a wrapper from like 1990. It was that's how convinced I was and how long it had been there. And overall, I mean, it was eye opening somewhat. I'm not gonna say I had this huge magical experience with it or anything like that, but I did overall have a a good experience with it. If anything, it opened my eyes up to be more cognitive about how I put away trash. I've talked all this semester about how exactly we need to be more mindful about the consumption in our lives, but on the opposite end, we need to be more cognitive on the disposal of those consumption items, especially food wrappers and something as minute as that. Um, it's really important to pick up trash. According to Plastic Pollution Coalition, if each of us were to pick up 10 pieces of trash, it could drastically affect the environment as far as pollution goes. And it just goes to say it, even a small mess can end up to a large pile, right? So I think it's important that we all do our part, even with just 10 pieces of trash. I've picked up 5 garbage bags, like 50-gallon garbage bags of this stuff in 4 hours, and there's still so much that needs to be done. But I'm glad I got to experience this. I'm glad that I was able to do this for our community, keeping Brazos beautiful.